Hello, dear friends, brothers, sisters, friends, relatives. अजून एक मिक्स स्टेनोचा आज पेपर तुम्हाला डिक्टेट करून देतोय. बोर्ड पेपरच आहे तो, शॉर्ट हँडचा. तो पण तुम्ही 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140, 160, 180 या सर्व परीक्षांना साठी तुम्ही त्याचा स्टडी करू शकता. ओके. आणि बोर्ड पेपरच आहे तोही शॉर्ट हँडचा. तुम्हाला एक अजून एक पॅसेज देतोय मी. टोटल वर्ड्स त्याचे आहेत, टोटल वर्ड्स 640 वर्ड्सचा तो पॅसेज देतोय तुम्हाला मी. तर तोही तुम्ही 60च्या स्पीडने किंवा 80च्या स्पीडने, 100च्या स्पीडने सुद्धा घेऊ शकता. लेट्स स्टार्ट. The 13th annual general meeting of the Southern Brick Company Limited was held yesterday in Madras. Para. Sri Ram Narayan, chairman, in the course of his speech said, the trading profit of the group for the year March 1985 was 90 lakhs rupees, which is 10 lakhs rupees above the comparable figure for the preceding year, and I am sure stockholders will regard this as satisfactory. Para. Nevertheless, our last financial year was a different period for most sections of the building industry. Competition was intense. Profit margins on many of our commodities were not very fine, and building contractors were taking longer credit. Para. The advent of seasonal bad weather during the winter then took a hand, so that building activity did not show a really marked improvement until the spring of this year. Paragraph. It is gratifying that despite an appreciable increase in profits, the taxation charge is up by only 6,000 rupees. This welcome state of affairs arises from alterations on the basis of calculation of profits, tax liability, and the reduction in the standard rate of income tax, and this has been a material factor in enabling the board to resume our policy of transferring 10 lakh rupees to general reserve. Para. The reduction in the bank overdraft during the financial year under review of 1,20,000 rupees was achieved by severely restricting all expenditure on capital account in accordance with the policy of consolidation and retrenchment adopted by the board 2 years ago. Para. However, now that we are enjoying brisker trading conditions and the outlook is much brighter, current expenditure on replacements and new capital projects is being increased in order to maintain our competitive position in the several industries in which we are engaged. Para. The impact of demand has again been felt in varying degree by different sections of the industry. First and foremost, the brick industry came under intense pressure for supplies early in the year and has responded magnificently to this challenge. Nevertheless, the delivery dates for common bricks have unavoidably lengthened as the demand increased. It is anticipated that supplies will be more plentiful next year, and we may not experience the same degree of acute shortage that has been apparent in certain areas recently. Para. Incidentally, it must in fairness be said that the brickmakers themselves are not responsible for any shortage in production that has occurred. Para. The demand for cement is also again expanding very satisfactorily after the standstill experienced in the previous year, and I am happy to say that the deliveries have increased by a greater percentage than the national average for the industry. We are confident that the demand for cement will continue, since quite apart from the greater volume of building generally, the roads program is being pushed forward at a pace more in keeping with the requirements of a rather desperate situation. Paragraph. There is an enormous demand for more houses, speedier slum clearances, new schools and hospitals, more factories and better roads, and I think I may fairly tell stockholders that this company is capable of considerable development with a consequential growth in the value of their holdings. As we have enlarged our plants, it will enable us to supply all the essential materials such as cement, bricks, etc. Para. In conclusion, I would like to express my appreciation and thanks to my colleagues on the board and the managers, staff and work people wherever they may be throughout the organization for their hard work and loyal service for the company. All have worked hard to provide the service to our customers, second to none, and therefore I hope the same tradition will be carried forward in future, which will definitely help to build a brighter image of the company. With the cohesive team spirit, the report and accounts were unanimously adopted. Full stop.